And this video is sponsored by AG1, giving you the best nutritional drink, AG1, with all the nutritional value. And honestly makes your day so much better. You mix it in the morning, take it before you eat anything, and I promise you guys, your day is gonna feel so much better. It lets you digest better, it gets you better sleep at night, gives you so much more energy throughout the day, gets you through workouts a lot easier too. This is honestly how it affects me throughout the day. I've been taking it for like a week already, and I start to notice the difference in my energy, my sleep has gotten so much better, and I am digesting way easier than ever before. And it's so simple to put together. You just mix up the AG1 with 8 to 10 ounces of water. Try to stay within that range, shake it up, and just drink away. You can look at all the good nutrition that it has, literally everything that you need to start your day, and it becomes such an easy routine. And honestly, my day doesn't feel complete if I don't take AG1 at this point. And I even got the travel packs with it as well, which are single uses. I've been using those quite a bit. And they also give the liquid dietary supplement, vitamin D3 and vitamin K2. Vitamin D3, which helps your body absorb calcium, and vitamin K2, which is great for bone health, heart health, and vital against blood clotting. I mean, this small drink that you take once a day does so much for you, man. I haven't felt this good throughout the day in a long time. And AG1 is giving you a free gift offer. Make sure to click my link in the description to get 1 year supply of immune supporting vitamin D3 K2 and 5 travel packs free with your first purchase. So when you purchase for the first time, they're going to give you 1 year supply of vitamin D3 K2 as well as 5 travel packs for free on top of what you purchase. You can't put a price tag on your own health, and I'm telling you guys, it's so worth it, man. Highly recommend AG1. What's up, guys? weaslemma here, and the date has been set, apparently. The contracts have been passed out, and now it's up to Leon Edwards to pretty much sign it. I mean, Colby's for sure going to sign it. Leon has been kind of iffy if he's going to sign it or not, and we're going to see if he's going to do what he said. He stated on the MMA Hour that he's not going to sign a contract in order to fight Colby Covington. Dana just came out not too long ago and said that this fight is going to happen. Not, oh, Leon may not take it, whatever. He said that the fight against Colby is the next fight for Leon. And the date is supposed to be on July 22nd, UFC 291, in London, England. So Leon is given the opportunity to fight back at home again, defend his throne in his own country. Colby's going to come into hostile territory. And not only is the venue, the country that they're going to be fighting in, built for Leon, it's also built for Colby to be selling the fight too. And I think it's another strategy of selling the fight when it comes to the press conference and all the interviews that Colby's going to go out there with. He's going to bring up this whole America versus England thing. We know that for sure because Colby represents America more than anybody else. Leon is England's champion. So it does seem like a more profitable path to go down to. Get the fans involved, get a lot of people invested, and Colby's going to do his part in selling the fight. And the way he's going to sell it, I think it might draw in Leon also to participate in that too. And that's what this whole thing's about, in my opinion. I think Colby's getting a title shot because he's one of the biggest draws. And there really isn't another welterweight right now besides potentially Jorge Masvidal, but Jorge's coming off a loss to Colby. He's currently on a 3-loss streak as well. Until Jorge does something positive like getting a win or something, Colby is the biggest draw for Leon Edwards, and nobody really else is. Bilal Muhammad isn't, Gilbert Burns isn't, Shavkat Rakhmonov right now isn't. Colby is the lone guy that could draw numbers for Leon Edwards. And it's pretty crazy because July is supposed to have 2 pay-per-view events. It's going to have UFC 290, which is going to be happening in International Fight Week, and I think that's where they want to have John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. And then a few weeks later, they're going to have this UFC 291 card that they're targeting for London, England. Now, this whole thing is not 100% confirmed yet, but this is what they're targeting. And I hope Leon Edwards takes the fight not only for himself to make the most money possible. He's not going to make more money at any other fight right now than against Colby Covington. And if he beats Colby, his star power is going to get even bigger, and then he could draw the names of potentially Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal, and we know he's going to take those fights 100%. He's already kind of alluded that he's going to take a Jorge fight. If Conor's name gets brought in front of Leon, you know 100% he's going to take the fight. No one's ever going to deny a Conor McGregor fight. But it all comes down to if Conor beats Michael Chandler, which is a big if. But talk about this fight with Leon and Colby, nothing really much changes of what we originally thought about it. Colby should be the favorite going into it, which he actually is. He's the official favorite going into the fight on the betting odds. He has a fundamental style that's pretty difficult for Leon Edwards to tackle. The pressure by itself, if you want to look at it in just layman terms, the most normie way possible, Colby's pressure combined with his wrestling and onslaught with his striking gives Leon Edwards patient, long-range, backstepping, sniping style a bit of an issue to deal with. And we've seen a lot of this happen recently. We just saw it with Merab versus Petr Yan. Constant activity, overloading the data, won Merab that fight. And we just saw it again with Corey Sandhagen versus Chito Vera. Overloading the data, being the more active fighter, won Corey the fight. Colby might be the guy that's gonna continue that trend again and show that the sport has to finally address this whole crazy cardio, immense output style if Colby wins a belt doing that too. And it's pretty funny because Chito, Leon Edwards, and Petr Yan are similar in that style. They're all snipers. They're all guys that need time, they're patient, and look for the right shot, and they are willing to back up sometimes. And so far, 2 of those guys have already lost in dominant fashion. Whereas Colby Merab and Corey Sandhagen have the styles of just constant output and never gassing out. And they're very tough fighters even if they do get hit. And people are comparing Merab to Colby more, but Corey Sandhagen's last performance against Chito was pretty much doing what Merab and Colby do as well. He mixed in the wrestling with his striking. So it's going to be really interesting to see if Leon is the guy that addresses this style, if he could stop this from happening. And Leon to defend his belt yet again in England will be such a great thing for him and the fans in that country. There's never been an English champion. There's never been an English champion that has defended his belt twice. And Leon Edwards could be the first to do that. Michael Bisping is the only other English champion, and he only defended the belt once, and he did it in England one time against Dan Henderson. If Leon could do it against Kamaru Usman and then against Colby Covington, I mean, you have to clear out, go and say that he's the greatest English fighter in history. You could pretty much say he is already, but if he beats Colby at home, that is definitive. He's the greatest English fighter ever. But if he loses, Colby Covington wins the belt, dethrones the champ at home, we're never going to hear the end of it from Colby Covington. He's going to be putting it in everybody's face for a long time. He's going to be bringing history into it and all that stuff, you know, like finally become an undisputed champion of the division. And if he beats Leon, no one can doubt his skills anymore. Colby's been doubted for a very long time. Even right now, people are saying he's not one of the best guys in the division. People are saying he's not the second or third best. You know, in his entire career, his skills have been knocked down. Nobody wants to believe that Colby is as good as he is. And it has a lot to do with his trash talking. But if he beats Leon, nobody can say that anymore. Not only that, he would be regarded as the best fighter in the division, not the second or third, the number 1 best fighter, especially when you go off the fact that the second Usman fight was pretty controversial. He was winning the first fight until he got finished in the 5th, fought with a broken jaw in that fight. Second fight should have been a draw. Adding on that he just beat Leon Edwards to become the champion, and Leon just beat Usman twice. And the fact that Usman seems to be slowing down, he seems to be aging, his knees are not good. I could believe in a rematch with Colby and Usman that Colby could pull out the victory there too. Nobody at that point could deny Colby Covington, and he is in fact as good as he is. So I can't wait to see the fight. I'm really curious to see what Leon does here differently against Colby compared to what he did against Usman. If he fights the same way, it could be really dicey for him. And as for Colby Covington, I mean, he takes a bit of time off between his fights, but he does get better every time we see him. So always in the gym, he's always getting better, he's always in good shape. He never gets out of shape out of camp. So that tells us that Colby's constantly getting better, even when he's not actively fighting. And I wonder what he's going to show us differently in this fight with Leon compared to what he showed us against Jorge Masvidal and Usman. And leave the comments below, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Leon should take the fight? Do you like this fight? Would you rather see something else? And who you guys have winning in this fight between Leon and Colby? And I'll see you guys in the next video.